The locus of control describes the degree to which a person feels that they have control or influence over their lives, that I can either make things happen or make sure that they don't happen, as opposed to feeling things outside of us have the control. So we talk about an internal sense of locus of control or an external locus of control. And the goal of development is really to get a balance of internal and external locus of control, of recognizing that there are certain things in our lives that we can control and that we can have influence over, and there are other things in life that are completely out of our control, and being able to sit comfortably with that. And I think that one of the things that is probably true for many of us is that we can spend a lot of time and energy and worry about trying to control the things that we don't have control over, rather than paying attention to the things that we can influence and that we can control. So when we're talking about the locus of control shift in children, what we're talking about is a child who is in a situation where there is dysfunction and chaos in the family. There may be neglect, there may be some kind of trauma or abuse. And the child is in the situation of, why is this happening to me? Now, all children are very egocentric. That is part of normal child development. So if good things are happening to me, that's because I'm a good little girl. If bad things are happening to me, it's because I'm a bad girl and I must deserve it. The child doesn't have the capacity to think, hey, I'm an okay little girl or a little boy, there's nothing wrong with me, I don't deserve to be treated in this way. This is your fault, this is your problem. You're the grown-ups, you're the one that is meant to be in charge here. You're responsible for what's happening. If the child believes this is happening because there is something wrong with me, it's because I'm stupid, it's because I'm getting bad marks at school, or I'm being cheeky, or I haven't tidied my room, then there's something I can do about it. If it's my fault, I can change me. So I can try and be more helpful. I can try harder at school to get good grades, and then sort of like mummy and daddy will love me. I won't be rude, I won't be cheeky. All of these things that a child thinks that they can do to improve the situation. And that helps a child feel as though that they have got some power in the situation, when really it's an illusion of power. They have no power in that situation. The parents hold all the power, but to recognise that would be totally overwhelming and distressing for a child. So it's much better to think, it's my fault, I can do something about it. And that's how that cycle of abuse and trauma and neglect can repeat from one generation to another. So if we then sort of like look at that in terms of parental alienation and parents who are in conflict with each other and who are drawing their children into that conflict, and seemingly being very unaware of the impact that their behaviour is having on their children, if we take a step back and we perhaps explore with those adults, okay, well, tell us something about your childhood. How did your mum and dad handle conflict? What we will find very often is that the situation they now find themselves in as adults with their children are very similar to the kind of dynamics that they have grown up with.